Map true stories, real decisions, real consequences. She wasn't asking for gifts. She wasn't asking for money. She wasn't asking to go on the trip. She was asking for pictures. And when she didn't get them, she was left wondering whether she was being irrational or whether something deeper was being ignored. She was 27 years old. He was 23. They had been dating for over a year and a half. It was a long-distance relationship, 6 hours apart. Despite the distance, she believed this was the best relationship she had ever been in. It was also the longest relationship she had ever had. When they were together in person, things worked. They laughed easily. They communicated well. They felt like a team. When they were apart, things were harder. Not broken, just harder. Like many long-distance couples, they relied on shared activities to stay connected. Things they could do together while being physically apart. They played video games, League of Legends, Minecraft. She preferred League of Legends. He didn't like it. He loved Minecraft. She didn't, so they played Minecraft. Over time, they stopped playing League of Legends entirely. Not because of an argument, not because of a fight. It just slowly disappeared. She didn't complain. She didn't push. She told herself that spending time together mattered more than what they were doing. Then came the trip. He was going to Ireland with his family. For her, Ireland wasn't just another vacation destination. It was the place she had always dreamed of visiting. If she could go anywhere in the world, it would be Ireland. She couldn't go. But him going felt like the next best thing. She was genuinely excited for him. She wanted to hear about everything. She wanted to feel included in the experience. So she asked him for something small. She asked him to take a small figurine with him. A My Little Pony toy. The idea was simple. She wanted him to take pictures of it in different places. It sounds silly when said out loud. She knew that, but to her it wasn't about the toy. It was symbolic. It was a way of feeling present, a way of sharing the experience, a way of being there when she physically couldn't be. He said no. He was embarrassed. He didn't want to explain it to his family. He didn't want to feel awkward. She explained why it mattered to her. She explained that it felt like a piece of her could be there with him. Eventually, he agreed. But the day before the trip, his mother saw the figurine. She laughed. That was enough. He changed his mind. He didn't want to take it anymore. She didn't argue. She didn't guilt him. She didn't push. She told him it was okay. She said she didn't want him to feel uncomfortable. She let it go. Instead, she asked for something even simpler. Pictures. She just wanted him to take photos during the trip. Nothing fancy, nothing staged, just pictures he took himself. For her. He took his phone with him for that reason, something he rarely did. 2 days into the trip, they finally managed to talk over Skype. It didn't last long. He couldn't charge his laptop properly. The power converter he brought didn't have a ground. He didn't want to risk damaging his computer. That meant no games, no shared activity, no long conversation. She didn't argue. She talked about her day, work, sleep, nothing exciting. She tried to ask about his day. He didn't say much. Despite being on vacation in Ireland, he didn't elaborate. She kept trying to ask questions. She tried to sound interested without sounding needy. Eventually, the conversation turned to pictures. She asked him if he had taken any for her. He said no. He said he didn't feel like taking pictures. He told her that his dad was taking photos instead. She could look at those when they got home. She was planning to visit soon anyway. She explained that she didn't want his dad's pictures. She wanted his. She wanted something that came from him, something intentional. He didn't understand why that mattered. To him, pictures were pictures. To her, they weren't. At that moment, everything started to pile up. He wouldn't play the game she liked. He wouldn't take the figurine. Now he wouldn't even take pictures. Each thing felt small on its own. Together, they felt heavy. She started wondering if she was always the one adjusting, always the one compromising, always the one meeting him where he was. She hated that she felt this way. She knew he cared. He told her he missed her. He told her he couldn't wait for the 14th, the day she was coming to visit. He said the vacation would be better if she were there. And yet, after 10 minutes on that call, she wanted to cry. Not because he was cruel, not because he was mean, but because he didn't seem to understand why any of this mattered to her. She began questioning herself. Was she being irrational? Was she being childish? Was she overreacting? Or was she responding to something real? This story isn't about a toy, and it isn't really about pictures. It's about emotional labor. In long-distance relationships, small gestures carry more weight. They become proof of presence. A photo says, "I thought of you." A shared activity says, "I'm willing to meet you halfway." When those gestures disappear, doubt fills the space. Not because love is gone, but because effort feels uneven. Sometimes love isn't measured by intention. It's measured by responsiveness, by whether someone hears what you're asking for, even when it seems small to them. She wasn't asking to be dramatic. She wasn't asking to be difficult. She was asking to feel included. And when that didn't happen, she was left with a harder question. Not, does he love me? But, does he understand what I need in order to feel loved? Because those two things aren't always the same. So here's the question. When someone dismisses a small request, are they dismissing the request or the meaning behind it? And how long can a relationship survive when effort quietly flows in only one direction?